Lasagna cupcakes. In a bowl, combine ricotta cheese, mozzarella, parmesan, parsley, 1 egg, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and olive oil. For the cupcake holder, add parmesan cheese to a frying pan. When it gets crispy, take it off and place it inside of a cupcake tray. Add mozzarella cheese to the bottom of each cupcake slot and set it aside. Lay down a cooked lasagna noodle. Add some of the ricotta filling and your favorite marinara or meat sauce. Then roll up the noodles and place it inside each one of the cupcake slots. Sprinkle on some more mozzarella. Bake at 400 for 20 minutes. Garnish with parsley or chopped basil, then place it in each one of the Parmesan cups. Oreo French toast with Oreo syrup. First thing you're going to want to do is crush up a bunch of Oreos, then set it aside. In a bowl, combine eggs with a little bit of milk and some of those crushed Oreos. I use thick cut bread, but you can use any bread you want and dunk it in the egg Oreo mixture. On a medium pan, fry each side for roughly 1 minute. For the Oreo syrup, combine some powdered sugar with a little bit of milk and the crushed up Oreos. Careful not to overmix it or else it'll turn gray. Stack your Oreo French toast, I'm a 3-stack guy, and then cover it in the Oreo syrup. Garnish with a little bit more crushed up Oreos. Grilled cheese sandwich with a tomato soup moist maker. Add a slice of provolone, cheddar cheese, and Monterey Jack to a piece of bread. Cut the crust off another piece of bread and submerge it in your favorite tomato soup. Place the soaked piece of bread on top of the cheese and then add another layer of the 3 cheeses. Cover the top slice of bread in some room temperature butter or some mayonnaise. Cook for a few minutes on a medium pan and then cover the other side in room temperature butter or mayonnaise. Flip the sandwich and cook for another minute. Then add some water on top of the pan and cover it. The steam from the water will help melt the cheese inside the sandwich. Cut it in half and enjoy.
Baby, work it. Baby, work it.
Let's do some cooking.
Bacon cheeseburger pull-apart bread. Cook some bacon in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Add some ground beef to a medium hot pan and cook until it's no longer pink. Add some diced onions, cook for about 5 minutes. Then add some shredded sharp cheddar cheese and cook until it's melted. Using a circular loaf, cut wedges along the side going from the center to the edge, making sure not to cut it all the way through. Add a piece of bacon inside each wedge, followed by a slice of sharp cheddar cheese. Add some of the ground beef onion mixture to the center of the loaf and then inside each one of the wedges between the cheese and bacon. Add more cheese, bake at 425 for 12 minutes. Easiest pepperoni breakfast pizza ever. In a bowl, combine 3 eggs with 1 tablespoon of dried oregano. Melt some butter on a frying pan and add the eggs. Press in the sides and spread the egg mixture to cook it all the way through. Add a flour tortilla, cook for a minute, and then flip it over. Lay down some sliced mozzarella, followed by some sliced pepperoni. Sprinkle on some dried oregano and then cover the pan. Cook for another minute so that the bottom of the tortilla gets crispy and the cheese melts. Slice it into 4 and never skip egg day. This is by far the most delicious and easiest ranch sauce ever. In a food processor or blender, combine 1 cup of mayonnaise, half a cup of sour cream, a tablespoon of chives, a tablespoon of dill, a 1/4 cup of parsley, and a tablespoon of onion powder. Blend it until smooth and then season with salt and pepper. Oreo banana pudding. Combine 1 package of instant vanilla pudding, 2 cups of cold milk, and 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. Put it in the fridge to cool for 5 to 10 minutes. Squeeze a banana inside of its peel and then squeeze it out of the peel inside of a bowl of crushed up golden Oreos. Mix it all together and then combine the mashed bananas and the golden Oreos with the pudding mixture. Put it back in the fridge and then whisk up some heavy cream. Fold the whipped cream into the pudding mixture until it's all well combined. Add some of the pudding to a mason jar or bowl, drop in a golden Oreo, and then cover it with more pudding. Top it with some whipped cream and crushed up Oreos. Chocolate chip fluffy pancakes. In a bowl, combine milk, egg yolks, and melted butter. In another bowl, combine all-purpose flour, baking soda, salt, and powdered sugar. Add the bowl of wet ingredients to the bowl of dry ingredients and mix well until it's smooth. Whisk some egg yolks and cream of tartar until you reach stiff peaks. Then add the whipped egg whites to the bowl of pancake batter. Once they've all been added, add some cinnamon and some mini chocolate chips. Heat a frying pan to medium heat. Spray some cookie cutters with cooking oil. Then add some pancake batter. Add a little bit of water and cover the pan. Remove the cookie cutters and flip the pancakes. Cook for another minute and then stack the pancakes and cover in maple syrup. Pepperoni pizzas, except they're made inside of a bowl. Roll out your favorite pizza dough. Then spray an oven-safe bowl or a ramekin with cooking oil. Add a few slices of mozzarella overlapping so that the bottom is completely covered. Lay down a few slices of pepperoni and then cover the entire thing in pizza sauce. Cover the ramekin or the bowl with the pizza dough and then use a pizza cutter to cut off the excess dough. Remove the dough and then press it into the sides to secure it. Put it on a baking sheet and bake it at 450 for 25 minutes. Carefully take it out the oven, then use a knife to run it alongside the ramekin or bowl to release. Bacon, egg, and cheese Japanese-style multi-layered omelet. In a bowl, combine a few eggs with soy sauce, mirin, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Place a tomogoyaki pan on medium heat. Spray the pan with olive oil, then add the egg mixture and wait until it cooks a bit. Add a string cheese stick to the top of it, then fold the egg over and place it back at the top. Add some more egg and wait till it cooks a bit, then place down a piece of bacon. Repeat this process a few more times. The size of the pan will determine how many layers you're going to get. Cook the egg for an additional 30 seconds to a minute to seal the egg and then slice it into 4 pieces. Never skip egg day. Accordion potato chili cheese fry hot dogs. Cut off the ends of a large russet potato, then lay down 2 skewers on a flat surface. Thinly slice the potato vertically using the skewer to prevent it from cutting all the way through. Then flip the potato and cut it diagonally. Fit a skewer on top of the potato, then into the opposite end to create a hot dog bun or boat shape. Add the potato to a deep fryer and cook for roughly 5 minutes, then season the potato with some salt. To the potato, add your favorite hot dog, then smother it in some hot chili. Add a bit of chopped white onions, then some shredded cheese. Here's a fun little cupcake hack using spaghetti. Bring a pot of salted water to a boil and cook some noodles al dente. That's roughly 8 minutes. Combine the noodles with your sauce of choice. I'm using bolognese. Using a pasta fork, roll up some noodles and place it in each spot of a cupcake tray. Spray the cupcake tray with olive oil and add Parmesan cheese so that when the noodles bake, they hold together. Add a mini ball of mozzarella to the center of each one. Then sprinkle on some Parmesan and bake it in a 400-degree oven for roughly 25 minutes. Add some more sauce on top and sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese.
Here's how easy it is to make ice cream mochi. Scoop 4 ice cream balls, now freeze for 2 hours. Add the milk and sugar, and you're going to heat them low until this is dissolved. Turn off the heat, add the vanilla extract, oil for moisture, and food coloring, which is optional. Now gradually add in the mochiko and stir. When it's smooth, turn the heat back on to medium. You should be able to pick it up upside down like this. Dust the board in your hands with plenty of starch, and add more starch on top. Cover with plastic wrap, and then let this cool in the fridge for 20 minutes. Only take out one at a time, bring all the edges together, and put this back in the freezer.
Thanks for the question, Georgia Peach 83, I think. This is a series, part 2 of a series of how we do our cake pop dough for the center. This cake is fully baked. It's cooled for a couple hours. And now all of this stuff has to come off, or it'll make your cake pop dough really, really brown and it won't look like a vanilla cake. So we just take this off and that's it. So this is what your cake should look like once you've scraped off all the top. So the next step is to crumble your cake. Okay, so this is what your cake should look like once it's crumbled, and we're ready to add the frosting. This is the frosting that I use, and when I start, I just start with a big scoop. Usually I won't need any more than that. And now I just mix, and I mix and mix and mix. So this is about 6 minutes after I've been using my mixer, and this is what you want. You want it to be on the mixer. When your dough is done, it should literally feel like Play-Doh.
Let's do some cooking.